Survivor's ready. Go!
You know, we had to make a decision. And I hate that we lost, so that we had to go in that position. But it's Survivor, it's what you do. I think it's probably gonna make us stronger now because we actually had to vote somebody out, so. And it's motivation, man. I wanna, because the pink team cheered against us last time when we lost. They were happy that we lost, so not like that. So I'm coming for blood this time, I'm coming for them.
And it was between either sending home Marilyn or sending home Andrea. I personally was kind of thinking on Andrea. She's louder. I think of her as a bit more of an aggressive player, but at the 11th hour, Kai came over and said, you know, Marilyn's been talking to me a lot about the game and been trying to make these moves, and she was trying to take Matt out, I believe. I think that was the one other vote too. And so Kai just felt like if we go into a swap, it's more likely that Marilyn will play kind of the nice, quiet, sweet card and actually have more of an opportunity to get in with other people. And she had a point.
Andrea and I have met before. So I feel like I'm trying to keep as many options open as I possibly can. So that was kind of the reasoning behind getting out Marilyn.
I feel like there has to be a clue to an idol or an actual idol hidden somewhere around here, and it's driving me nuts that we can't find it. And if there's nothing here, then it's something at the challenges, and then the challenges are going to give us a clue to point us somewhere else in the right direction. But so far we have had no luck, but we're trying to find that team idol, so if there is a swap, we can go into the swap and protect our numbers.
They don't like us because we were winning. The first, we won handily the first two challenges, and then the third challenge we came in second. And so they're kind of enjoying seeing our downward slope, which is a little ridiculous. Puts a target on our back if we have a swap or a merge or a, I don't know, swirl or whatever you want to call it.
That's the natural thing to do, and then turn it.
But don't limit it out. Don't limit it out. Like, use the option that you have.
Right.
Like if you try that, but like if you don't have that, just go with what you can get.
100%.
I'm gonna tell
stick
them
together. Like hopefully it's not like a one of us is off by themselves kind of thing, but stick together.
I'm gonna tell
just be unbreakable voting block.
whoever that I was the other target on the first vote. Yeah.
So I haven't said this to anyone yet, and no one's gonna find out. We agreed on it. Davey is my best friend from home. Like, we hang out 4 or 5 days a week. We talk every single day. And coming out here, we both really just want to play and play our own independent games. There was no agreement made of how far we would take each other, anything like that. We obviously didn't even know if we'd wind up on the same team. I'm actually very glad I'm not on the same team because I think it lets us set up our own individual games, and we're not constantly like checking in on each other and making sure we feel like we have to work together. So we'll see what happens when the swap comes.
So when we went as a tribe to find the idol that Dresden has, that the pink tribe came up and started looking around the same exact spot right afterwards. So we're pretty sure they maybe know that somebody on our tribe has the idol. So we've been trying to brainstorm like what we're going to do about that. If it's a swap right now, are we on board with the Sam left with the idol?
Yeah. I think that's our best.
Only if they press about it or ask about it, that's what we'll say.
And then if they press more, it's Christian was really paranoid that she
Throwing out everybody's names and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she was nasty. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She got paranoid.
We were worried she wasn't going to
I'll fit that because I'm the fifth person. So.
What?
I was saying I'll fit that, everything that y'all said fit because I'm the
Well, it's
fifth
going to keep it off you. She was right there, so it's easy enough to say that it's not on you. Okay, good. I just want to make sure we were all going to be
Hopefully we're not asked.
If it's a swap that we're all on the same page for that.
All right, guys, getting your first look at the new Lenape tribe. Maryland, the third person voted out. Okay, let's get to the next challenge. So for this challenge, we're gonna elect one person from each tribe. You're gonna have to eat everything left in your crate. The first person to eat everything left is gonna win for their tribe.
No, that's
Just kidding. It's a little bit worse now because you guys are swapping tribes. Yes. We are going down to 2 tribes of 7. But key note is that there are 15 of you. So somebody is going to Exile Island and will spend the next round there alone. We'll be drawing random wood chips from a bag. Inside the bag is either a blue wood chip or an orange wood chip. There is also a yellow wood chip that will signify the person headed to Exile Island. Alright. 3, 2, 1, reveal. Who has the yellow chip? Paddock has the yellow chip. She is heading to Exile.
Yay! Hugs! Hugs to everybody! Blue. No blue. We have no food. I'm very sorry.
Well, I drew the yellow chip, so I'm just more of the same. It's time for some reflection, some self-love. I honestly had my hand in the bag for a long time and I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know, I really want the yellow chip, and I got the yellow chip. Honestly, I'm very happy that I'm here because that means a tribal council that I don't have a chance to go to. Being here is a good opportunity to potentially get an advantage or some kind of information in the game, because usually that's what happens at Exile. And I already have an idol, so that would make me a very, very powerful player in this game.
So immediately, as soon as we swapped tribes, I immediately pulled in Sarah and I pulled in Jack. And my pitch to them is that Billy and DJ are playing really hardcore, and this is supposed to be a fun game. So we should just get out the non-fun people.
We get to the beach, and we knew it was coming when they said everyone bring your stuff to the beach. And then the swap happened, and honestly, it would have been nice to have all 4 of us on one team, but we got 3 of us. So myself, Kai, and Matt are all on one team now. And I saw that when we were on the beach, Kai immediately started working 2 of the guys on orange. The angle we're trying to take is we want to align with really strong players, and we know that we have targets on our back, and make them feel like it's smart for them to also have targets on their back, or to align with people with targets on their back, because then it keeps less of a target on them headed down the road into a merge. I feel like we have options. All we need, if the 3 of us stick together, all we need is one person. And if we can get that to work, then we'll be good. The other scary thing too is we don't know what the idol situation is at either of the other tribes. So for all we know, one or both other groups of team members could have idols and we don't have any. So even if we get someone to flop, we have to figure out a way to properly stack the vote, because a 4-3 vote may not be beneficial if somebody plays an idol. So I also trust Matt a lot. The issue with Matt though is I don't know that other people are taking to him as well as the rest of us have.
Me and Jack are original pink, and then there's 2 people from original orange and 3 blues. I'm happy Jack's with me. I wish we had another pink, but it's fine to not. I think, honestly, because of the whole feud between both tribes and the blue tribe, I feel like the 4 pink and orange will stick together and get out of blue. Emily Paddock, I really want to play with her. I trust her a lot. I've played with her in 2 other games, and she was the host of another game I played. So honestly, part of me, I am not gonna consider throwing a challenge, because I don't want to give a bad impression of challenge performance on the first new tribe swap, but I would not be disappointed at all if we lost. Jack is the other person on the new tribe from original pink, and Jack and I were probably the least close. Actually, the vote last tribal was between Jack and Kira, so I hope Jack doesn't know that. because I think he might swap if he knows that. But I think I can be pretty good about convincing him, and I'm not like super worried about anything with Jack. I think we'll vote together no matter what.
I actually feel pretty good because once we did that whole tribe swap situation, several of the, I think Emily, Davey, if that's his name, I'm bad with names, and Alejandro came up to me and were saying how they all like were happy that they were on the tribe with me. So with them saying that, that's like an insinuation that there could be numbers for me, and I need all the numbers I can get because this is essentially a numbers game. The more numbers you have working in your favor, you can use that, turn those numbers into votes to vote somebody that you want out the game. And I don't want to be out the game, so I want to get people I want out the game. But I believe if I had to vote somebody out from our new tribe now, it's so hard because I don't want to do it. It's going to make me look like such a backstabber. But maybe Liska, because she's the only one on our tribe that knows that I have the hidden immunity idol, I could still pretend to work with her just so she doesn't snitch on me.
It's a fun thing for the season to call itself, but it doesn't matter really at all in the tribe.
It's like a fun title.
I mean, you know, I don't think it's made a big difference to anything. Like, we haven't even really talked about it on our beach at all.
Really? Yeah, no, we haven't
You know?
either. I think at Tribal we mentioned it because like Chris asked about it.
Same. That was about it.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, we're like, oh right, who's who again? Like,
Well, hopefully we can
not go to tribal.
win this one out.
Yes. Well, because it'd be nice to get to like mingle and talk with each other a little bit before we have
do
to
that.
dive into like who's going after who.
Yeah. Well, I'm really sad that I got the downside in my original tribe, so it's 3-2. You know, I miss my title lines of Kai and Bennett. You know, Matt. I'm not with them, so I'm worried about them. I'm worried about myself because I'm on a 2-2-3 split. I think both the other tribe is too, but I mean we have 3 pink and 2 orange. So I'm hoping that we can kind of band together and get some pink out because I think there is a force to be reckoned with right now. So that's if we lose. I'm hoping we don't, but I think that's kind of the play to go to. Be nice to have players.
We were just talking about idols. We don't have an idol. We have no idea about idols.
We had an idol. We did.
You did?
We did. We don't now. When they brought our crate over, our Slim Jims were like open.
Yeah, we had the same thing with our Kraken. Like I assumed every tribe had that.
So
you guys got the one by the
and we found it like all together. And so then
we saw you guys.
We were like, okay, Pink definitely knows that we have this because we like got there like a minute ahead of you.
Right. Yeah.
And it was just one of those things we all went to look into. So right next to it, so she grabbed it. Okay. And went back to community. We found this. We're gonna use it, like trying to be like tribe unity. We're all gonna use it together. And Sam was like, yeah. Until like then we lost the challenge, and then it was like.
Tribe unity goes out the window so quick.
Yeah, and then it was just
pretty
like,
positive.
I think you're trying to. We like didn't want to. Like we were so good, it was like devastating to even have to go because we were like we all felt so amazing. Yeah. So then when it was like she just was like throwing out a lot of names, like she voted for me, throughout Dresden's name, and was trying because she was targeting all of the contenders. She was like wanting to do like the veterans.
She was that?
Yeah.
It's so crazy. Like our tribe never even talked about it.
Right? Yeah.
Really? See, our tribe didn't even care about that.
Yeah, same.
We didn't care about that either.
That was the thing. We were like, oh. Like,
Did she miss the part where she was like in front of Chris and he was like, we need to make a new society of vets and contenders?
Yeah.
Come on.
Like, just took the big risk of like, let's just all vote. And so it was unanimous, hoping that she wouldn't use it on the first one. And she didn't, so, but like,
it's wild.
I felt so bad.
I was just really excited. I really wanted to draw the yellow chip because I just wanted to find out what it was. And also I don't have to go tribal. Fingers crossed that things go well and shake out and that pink and orange can work together.
Is this Exile Island? I'm supposed to meet someone here. Is this right? Is this the right place?
This guy?
Hi, I'm Alex.
I'm
Survivor New York season 1 and 2.
I'm Paddock.
My strategy, like always, is I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to make best friends and then vote them all out.
I think it's going well. I think I got them to turn the chains instead of you. It was
Yeah. Nice to meet you, Emily. How's it going?
I'm good.
You seem really happy to see me.
I just love you so much.
I love you, and I love you so much that we got something here for you that we're gonna check out. Do you know what an advantage menu is?
God,
Have you heard of it? Well, if I'm Coghren, that means you're Debbie.
Okay.
We got an advantage menu, so this is exciting. It's like like you can place an order.
Oh, okay.
And we can talk it through, and
Can I have a free water too?
Number 1, vote doubler. What is that? This gives you the ability to choose one player to have their vote be doubled at one tribal council. You must use this advantage while at the voting booth, and it must be used that same tribal council. Last time to use it is at final 6. Number 2, save a friend. Do you have friends?
No.
Well, maybe you don't want this one. It grants you the ability to give one player of your choosing immunity for one single tribal council. This is non-transferable and must be played right before voting begins. Last time to use is at final 7. Number 3, choose your fate. Select which tribe you would like to go back to. These are the 3. We can talk out all of them. I can give you some advice. What are your initial thoughts?
So, I need to figure out what is the best move to build trust with new people. Because with my tribe idol, I think I have trust with my current tribe.
Wait, who are you closest to on your original tribe?
Me.
Well, yeah, but after you.
Myself and I. My 4th would be,
I'm sure there's
I don't
someone
even
maybe you're not
know.
close to anyone, but there's someone that I would imagine you're closest to.
Maybe
That's not
TJ?
good. If you don't have anyone that you're close to, it's an important thing.
I mean, I'm close to Billy on a personal level, and I'm close to TJ on a strategic level. Like, we run things by each other.
That's good.
Yeah.
The interesting thing about, I think, the vote doubler is the person doesn't necessarily have to know that you're doubling their vote.
Oh, so you don't have to tell them.
No.
I like that. And it can't be me.
Yeah, it's sort of like, it's like an extra vote, but it's just a more complicated version of an extra vote.
So suddenly there's going to be another vote read in there.
Because if you double someone's vote and they actually voted for you, that would be bad. You don't want that.
Tragic.
That means you misplayed it.
I could do that just so I could cancel another vote.
It does look like you probably want to save a friend, because no friends.
Yeah.
And this will just give you another weapon in your arsenal, and then hopefully the one thing that your game seems to be missing is an ally. But
I don't think I care about what tribe I'm on. I think I'm going to order number 1.
It's a good choice.
And a water.
Can we get some fries? Can we get fries with that? Well, this was great. I think you made an excellent choice, and it was very nice meeting you.
Nice to meet you.
I wish you the best of luck in the game. I think Emily was very receptive to my advice, and I think the vote doubler is the right choice for her. I think all she really needs right now is to find some allies that she can trust. And if she can get that, I think she really has the potential to go really far in this game and potentially win.
Alright guys, welcome to your next immunity challenge. 3 tribe members are going to race over to the ladder toss, each with 1 ball. You're going to attempt to land your ball on the ladder toss. Each person is going to have to get 1 on there, but if it goes too long, we may decrease it down to 1 person can do it if they're better than the rest. After you get all 3 on your ladder rung, you're going to have 2 tribe members race out to get wooden planks further down the way. There are 9 in total. You can divide them up however you want. They race it back to 2 people who will solve a plank puzzle. You guys are looking for something obviously specific to SurvivorNewYork. The first tribe to solve it will win immunity. The other tribe going back to tribal council. For immunity, survivors ready. Go!
Nice and easy. Take your time. There we go. Don't hit each other. You got it.
Each tribe lands 1. Algonquin lands their second one. Algonquin has all 3. Lenape, you need 1 more. Lenape lands their last one. Lenape headed back. Don't give up, Lenape, it's not over.
The puzzle pieces are in the right spot. Push them all the way down.
Got this, you guys. You're killing it.
Algonquin is down to their last piece.
Chris. Algonquin wins again.
Oh, yeah. Come here, Jack. Bring it in, buddy. All right.
Oh, God, I was nervous. Good job. Yeah, that was awesome. Nice run. Way. You guys were literally like just trucking back as they took the lead.
All right, congratulations, Algonquin. You guys have immunity. Lenape, I will see you very shortly at the next tribal council, so get ready, get on the bus, and let's do it.
Okay, thanks.
But because we don't have to go to tribal, it's really nice to get to know the other tribe members and to actually humanize them and not look at them just in game mode and target mode. And
I was extremely relieved when we won the first challenge because it seems like I think everybody's waiting to strike and nobody's willing to talk game yet. And no one wants to be the first person. And it's almost to the point where I'm like, if I went over there and was like, do you guys want to pair up and talk game? I don't even know if they would target me. But I felt at the swap, going into the swap especially, the blue team has come off, I think just from the first impression of the very first challenge, 2 challenges really, as like the dominant team, even though the second challenge we got second place, the third we lost. So I was hoping that stigma was gone, but just the vibe that I get from some of the other teams is that they still regard us as like the big blue monster, and we're worried that going into a tribe where we also are the only one of our 3-2-2 split that has 3 members, you automatically, I think, get looked at, and it would be very easy for the 2 others, both of whom I feel like their teams have this underdog story, especially Orange, for them to pair up and then take us out.
So there was talk at one of the challenges during the digging challenge between my original Orange tribe and the Pink tribe that we wanted to try to get as many of the blue people out as possible. Not really sure where that idea came from. I think just because they were like so strong in the beginning. So numbers wise, like I'm glad I have TJ from my original tribe, and then ideally, if the 2 of us worked with Jack and Sarah from the Pink tribe, that's 4. There's only 3 blue, we can knock out one of them. My ideal scenario would be to knock out Matt first. And then I'm not sure where I would go because I really like both Bennett and Kai, but My thing is like looking forward in the game. Like I think people might think I'm like a competition threat because I've been doing very well, and I know Bennett is also a competition threat, so me voting him out might not make sense because having him in the game is like somebody else that may have a target on them, because my original tribe, everybody wanted Bennett out from the start. So
A little bit worried because we still have our true blue on the other tribe, and they are at tribal council, and I was very close with Kyle. I think that he was my #1 ally throughout this game, the one that I trusted the most. So I'm hoping that I see his face when he comes and walks back out. But you know, just trying to hang in there, take it step by step, day by day, you could say. So I feel like I kind of connect with Billy and TJ the most, which is good because they're on the same tribe. They're both on Orange, and I feel like if we pull in Orange, that would be good, because I don't know, I feel like Pink is overrunning the other tribe over there on the other side, and I don't know, I feel like with TJ, he knows I played Brooklyn South. He played the first season. He got to the end, I believe. He knows that I won, so he kind of called me out for that. So instead of working against my enemy, I'm gonna work with my enemy. TJ, I'm coming after you. You put yourself in this position, you're gonna be forced to work with me because you spilled the beans.
Totally be getting faked out right now, and one of our names will be like written down, but it seems like it's a case of blue versus pink. It's just a matter of where me and Liska, who we want to go with. Emily on the pink tribe, that she is a talker, and it's very clear. And the thing is, it's easier to get rid of a physical threat, but social talkers can walk circles around people.
Who do you want to go?
So y'all would be willing to like vote with if orange and blue team?
Yeah, absolutely.
Y'all would be for it, I think.
Longer than me, I'm good.
Yeah, that's fine with me.
What do you want?
I was gonna say, out of the three of them, Emily scares me the most.
She's a talker.
Yeah,
She's a talker.
And blue's on the outs on my tribe. It's me and Andrea, and we're with 3 pink and 2 orange. And I feel like they want us out, but so here's my clever story here. I crafted this bullshit story that Bennett's running the show with blue. I mean, he's not totally wrong. I am too, but Bennett's running the show with blue. Matt and Kai are with him. Me and Andrea are on the outs, and they seem to be buying it.
We're running the show.
And that's who we're, so on our tribe, that was our kind of like the person we've been the most worried about was.
Yeah, Bennett was running the show, and
like
Kai's like right up
guy.
there. Kai's really nice, but she's right up there with him.
Yeah.
And then,
And I know
no,
she's
he's
tight
actually,
with
Matt's closer to Bennett than
She's tight
anybody.
with a lot of people here too.
Yeah,
so.
but no, it's Matt, Bennett, and then like Kai's kind of like on the side.
Yeah,
Kai and I were
see,
getting
we didn't
along,
know
but like
that. Matt was
kind of was like movie girl, and like that's what.
Who do you want? Well, I mean, Joe's been trying to pitch Emily, but like I'm good with any of them.
Well, I'm good.
We mentioned
I just
Alejandro.
want my name
Like,
out there.
we mentioned Alejandro initially, because everybody on our original track was like, oh my god, he's like so athletic.
Right.
He's so
That's how
smart.
we were feeling about Bennett. Everything was so nervous about him.
Yeah,
He's running the show over there.
Yeah, he's like.
We somehow were started to talking, and we're talking about an idol, and then Liska immediately comes up with this story about how Sam had the idol and how she used it at first tribal, and so they voted, or she didn't use it, but then because she wanted to use it for herself, so they voted her out. And I'm like, that makes no sense. The story sounds so rehearsed. Like, I don't believe a word of that. And Andrea, the first thing that she said to me was that story was so fake, and I was like, I agree.
We don't buy their story. No, I don't.
No, that's bullshit. It's not
50%. It's like.
Do you think one of them has it?
I think they could.
I think they could.
I think Liska could. She was the one who told the whole story.
It was very elaborate and like very and like
so
she was like a
rehearsed.
little too rehearsed and detailed about it. It just was like when I tell stories, it's like.
Yeah, that was so real.
Yeah, the other thing is too, like, what's her name? Emily? The other Emily?
Yes.
Yeah. She's coming back.
Yeah,
She's like, she was orange.
definitely, so we
I
need to get
know,
rid of
we're
them.
gonna get,
Okay.
you're so
Yes.
right, yeah.
So it's really easy to get paranoid here. So I hope my gut's telling me the right thing. But I think we're on board. Blue and pink are gonna go together.
and split the votes because we think Orange has an idol. We don't, like, Liska told us this really elaborate, like, story about, like, oh my god, the girl had this idol and she went home with it, and it just, like, seemed too rehearsed and, like, too detailed, and, like, we don't believe it.
We kind of were kind of on the outs on the other tribe. Like, we had a unanimous vote, but, like, we weren't, like...
Yeah,
like, it's Bennett, Kai, and Matt.
Yeah, like, they're the super, like, Bennett and...
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
You
could tell.
Yeah. So, like, you keep us around, like, we're
I'm down for the 5 of us
love
to...
that. Yeah.
Honestly, the
like,
5 of us could do really fucking well. Like, I like
yeah,
it a lot.
I agree.
Okay. I don't know how it's gonna be when Emily comes back, but it'll be weird.
I mean, she
seems like a wild card.
Down, though, still.
But anyway.
So what do you want? Who do you think is the big? I think Justin's better challenges.
Yeah,
like,
I think we should
win.
get rid of. Also, I think Liska's much more likely to have the idol.
Yeah,
which
is
is why.
So I mean, so it doesn't matter what.
So I feel like Liska is more of a talker and social and trying to like talk over.
And also,
something
I feel. I mean, I like this. Like, I don't really want.
No,
to
I like everybody.
No, yeah, I know.
No,
Okay.
So what I feel like the read of this new tribe is that we, as Pink coming in 3 strong, we felt semi-confident, but the other 2, because it was 2 blue and 2 orange, were like, if they team up and they try and vote us out, they have the majority over us. So we didn't know if we were safe with the numbers or not.
Wants to work with us.
Yeah. Yes, shame to me.
Yeah.
And I think, okay, like, obviously I was against Blue at first, but
I
their
know.
story about the idol is so sketch.
Yeah,
I don't believe it at all.
and also
it was so
don't believe
rehearsed.
it at
It was
all,
so
yes.
rehearsed. It was so, like, and also it makes no sense that they would unanimously vote for Sam when they all knew she had an idol. I'm like, you're not that stupid.
And also, I think Kyle wants to work with us.
Okay.
I think he wants to work with
let's
me.
just do it. Who
Yeah,
cares?
okay, so then...
Okay, let's just split.
Because Andrea wants to work with me, yeah.
Should we... So let's maintain our, like, pink power thing
Yes.
and tell Liska that we're voting for Andrea.
Yeah.
Because she fucked up on the vote.
Yes. Okay, and I think with
Did
Blue,
she? I was gonna say
should
maybe we
should we split the vote, like for real?
I
Because
know.
this is one thing. I'm thinking if the 3 of us vote, let's say for example the 3 of us vote Liska and the 2 of them vote for Dresden, then if Liska plays the idol, then we'll just re-vote and it'll be a 2-2 tie and we re-vote for Dresden, who I don't really want to see him go home, but
Yeah.
are we okay? Do we want to
I'm
do
okay,
that?
yeah. Okay.
And we're telling them that we're voting for
Andrea. Oh, shouldn't we tell them we're voting for Kyle? Is Kyle
Oh yeah,
bigger
Kyle.
threat than
Yeah, maybe we
Andrea?
should do Kyle as the decoy. Okay.
And I really want us to be strong. Like,
100%.
yes, I fucked up by knocking your
I don't
thing
care,
down,
man.
but
It
I'm,
doesn't-
but I'm, but
I'd rather
like
stay
we're
in the
all
game,
capable,
dude.
yes.
I'd rather stay in the game. I'm telling you.
Look, guys,
We're done. We're
100%.
blue. We're on the outside.
This is how I feel also.
We're free agents.
Yeah, so this is our tribe now. Like,
No, yeah,
this
exactly.
is
Yeah.
our tribe now.
This is the tribe you work with going forward. You don't work with your initial tribe.
No,
Emily becomes our tribe also.
But also, like, she's coming in.
Great.
Yeah.
She's like a wild card. Like honestly,
Yeah.
I can't imagine working with her because she seems like I could never trust her.
I don't want to work with her.
I don't want to work.
She told everyone she was 20 years old. That's insane.
We're gonna have an orange coming in.
Yeah.
We'll have Emily. She's like my little sister right now. So like in her mind, I think. So like
I'm excited.
So I think that then we can like if we have to go again, it'll be an easy like we can just and then we'll go in with pink and orange strong.
Perfect. I love it.
So I'm a little freaking out right now. Luckily I haven't been hearing my own name, which is good, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything because tribal can surprise you. But right now it looks like that we have Blue trying to take the orange and to take aim at Emily, and she's very scary to me because she is like a really great strategic player. But Orange and Pink have been wanting to team up for a long time, so I'm kind of torn right now. I just have to talk quick with Dress because I don't know which direction we want to go.
Kyle is a bigger merge that I don't even know if I could beat Kyle in the merge.
And he's super social. He was like,
Super social.
He came
And
right
he's
up
like,
to me.
he's
We carried that
likable.
crate, and he
He's
was like,
likable.
trying to convince me.
So whenever you consider like merge, and then if he makes it past that, the likable factor of him could get jury votes.
Right.
And then for Kyle,
Super for Kyle. And then if he asks, or like, if, I don't know what to
because
say.
he was telling me this when we were carrying the crate. He wants Orange and Blue to team up and take out a Pink. So I'll try to figure out where his mindset is with that.
I probably won't know until I pick up that pen and write down the name at tribal council. I just hope it's not me, and then if I do get a hint that it's me from this moment on, I do have the title in my bag.
Alright guys, well for all of you it is welcome back to Tribal Council. It's very rare, I think, in a 3-tribe season for every tribe to have gone to Tribal Council once before a swap. So, kind of run me through it, Davey. Like, what's going on in your mind? 3 tribes or 2 tribes?
Well, I know that every single one of our teams has gone to Tribal, so going into that last challenge, we were like, we don't want to go back to Tribal, we don't want to go back to Tribal, and then surprise, we're back at Tribal. So I think a bunch of us are trying to figure out what the end game is.
So, do you feel like you automatically have a connection with Kyle going into this tribe because he literally is the only person that you've had real game time with?
Right. I mean, certainly, yeah. I think like having that familiarity with someone. At the same time, we're only 2 people, so you know, 2 is not a majority of 7. Pretty sure. And
I wish it was.
I know, right? Like, so we're not running the show. So having that connection with somebody, you know, is only gonna take you so far.
Alejandro, on the flip side of it, your original tribe, there are 3 pink members. It's not a majority, but it is a little bit more advantageous because there are 3 of you who could work together. Do you think that the others are seeing it that way, or are you guys playing more individually?
At this point, you kind of have to like play the numbers game, and yes, we have 3, but 3 is not a majority, so now it's an individual game and trying to make sure we're all playing Survivor, being social, working with each other, and making sure it's like individually we last until the next round again. Like, it's just a chance to, I don't know, it's like you have your tribes, but then you come into these moments where it's like, are we in the majority? But it's still, if they team up 4-3, like it's those numbers, like all the way the math could equal out, still equals good or bad, and it's like, depending on what numbers are made.
Sure. So Emily, 3 tribes coming together, there's a lot of information that gets shared along through. Have you learned anything in this game coming from the new tribe members that you've had?
Yeah, definitely. I think part of this whole strategy session was also exchanging information with each other, and I think that that's important because we have to prepare for this vote, but also because, you know, most of us are still going to be here after this, so like we need to plan for that. And you know, this is our tribe now. Like, this is what we are moving forward. So I definitely want to share information with everyone and get information in return, and hope that that gets moved forward and gets everyone, all of us forward.
Liska, how are you basing this vote?
This is really a tough one. I think I'm gonna go, like, we had so much time today in our tribes to sort of sit there and talk hypotheticals, but like once you get to actually talking to people and being in the situations, it's completely different. So I think I'm just trying to go based off of my gut of who I think I can trust.
Kyle, so you lost the challenge. Oh. Not specifically you, but the tribe lost the challenge. What was the main factors in the loss? Is there anybody to blame?
No, I don't think so. We got unlucky. Like I made my cornhole, my ladder ball on the first try, and it just got knocked down. Like, it's just like that's a freak thing. There's nothing you can do about it. And you know, I think that this particular challenge just went so fast though. We could not catch up.
Justin, how important in this game is trust to you?
Trust goes a long way. I mean, the relationships that you make now can dictate everything from who you're going to be, if you do even make it to merge, who you're going to be working with in merge, and with merge comes jury management.
So we will get to it and we'll see what happens.
Are lying to me. They're good as hell, but if not, then it's pink versus blue, and it's best for my game to go with it's best for my game to go with pink. And
I feel my back's against the wall, and I gotta put myself in a good position. I think you're a stand-up dude. I love getting to know you, and I wish you the best.
I have no idea if I'm making the right choice here, but we've been wanting to get that Bloom Tribe weekend for a while, so I think this is the best way to go about it.
Immunity idol and would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. Okay, I will read the votes. First vote, Dresden. Dresden. Third vote, Kyle. Next vote, Kyle. Vote, Liska. 2 votes Kyle, 2 votes Dresden, 1 vote Liska. 6th vote, Liska. That's 2 votes Liska, 2 votes Kyle, 2 votes Dresden, 1 vote left. The last vote, and the 4th person voted out of Survivor New York, Veterans versus Contenders, is Liska. Liska, you're gonna need to bring me your torch. The time is spoken. Time for you to go. Well, you guys had a very divided vote, and with an immunity challenge you guys severely need, hopefully you guys can come together, but you will be having a new tribe member join you very shortly, so get ready for that. Next time on Survivor New York. Alex, you're getting your first look at the new Lenape tribe. You will be joining them.
Let's go, Blue!
I am so disappointed I'm here, but I knew we had a tough time coming in, knowing that the next person coming in was going to be an orange, and I was trying to kind of circumvent that, and I just, oh man, I knew this was a definite possibility, but was feeling good. I don't know. I've had such a great time. This is an amazing experience. Good luck rest of my original Algonquins.